everyone, it's Reverend Lucy coming to you from High Banks Metro Park in Columbus, Ohio again. And today I have a little bit different of a message. Today's message is brought to us from our friends, the plant poison ivy. Hopefully you can see this. This plant is green and lush and thriving, and it's right here on the banks of the waterway where I am, and it's right at eye level for me, and so just really very noticeable. And so that's the message that the poison ivy, no, that one's Virginia creeper. You know Virginia creeper because it has 5 leaves. Poison ivy will have 3. So this one's Virginia creeper, that one's poison ivy. They're often found together and confused. But anyway, okay, good to know. That's at my back. Poison ivy today brings us the message, and I've often thought of poison ivy as an irritant, something that irritates you, and I think that message is still valid. However, I again looked it up, and what I found is really interesting. Poison ivy brings us a message about awareness, like paying attention. How many times do we walk through life and kind of go on in our with the blinders on, or at our mind frame, we're focusing on things, or talking, or thinking about what we're going to be doing next, and we don't stop to pay attention to what's all around us. And so poison ivy brings that message to help us to be more aware about what's around you, be aware of your surroundings. And so when you're walking, I know I have, when I'm walking here through the woods, I'm noticing where am I stepping, and it makes me more aware of other things that are around me. So I'm watching out for the poison ivy, and in that way it's helping me to be more aware of my surroundings and paying attention. So the message is about being aware and paying attention. And so when I do that, I had the most interesting day today, although yes, they are all interesting. As I'm aware and tuning in and walking in this riverbed, I noticed along the way, if you notice, down here I have a can of Red Bull. There's some kind of a wrapper from something. I think this is maybe from a salad dressing bottle, something like that, piece of that. And look at this adorable shoe, Garanimals. That little, I'm going to say girl, that little girl was sad to lose those shoes because they are just absolutely adorable. But as I'm walking along, I brought a bag with me, and I noticed the stuff around me. I was aware, because I'm looking out for the poison ivy too, but I noticed this stuff, and as I was walking along, I said, you know what, that's not okay to be there. This park is beautiful and very well kept, and yet I have this bunch of stuff that doesn't belong here. It's waste, recycling, that kind of stuff. And so part of the message too is about yes, things may get away from us. They may blow in the wind, they may move away from us, and we may not be able to retrieve them. However, I want to encourage you, when you're walking along the trail, the path, how many times do you see something and walk right by it? You might see it, but maybe not stop and say, oh, that's something that doesn't belong, it shouldn't be there, let me pick it up, let me dispose of it. And so oftentimes I'll see cans or bottles. Certainly here in the park, we've seen hair ties, we've seen socks, even, dare I say, even underwear we've come across on the trails in the park. Now, albeit those are the back trails. But there are a number of things that, for whatever reason, got left behind. And so as we're walking through the park and bringing a bag along with us for trash, things to just be disposed of properly. And so for whatever reason things get discarded or leave us, if we're not able to collect them back up again, I think that provides an opportunity for other people who come later, to notice, to be in your awareness, and to pick them up and dispose of them, doing the right thing. And so I'm really happy to take these out of the park and put them someplace where they will move on to whatever the next stage is for them. But then where I walk, I've left it better, or cleaner than when I arrived. And so if we all did that, if we were all more in our awareness and noticing what we see along the path, it may not be ours, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Let's open up our hearts, open up our kindness, our love of the planet, of our mother, Mother Earth. Let's open up to the love of Mother and say, yes, I'm noticing, I'm aware, and I'm doing my part to help you out. So I want to thank the poison ivy for bringing that message and that awareness, and helping me to be more attentive to what's around me. And so when I am more attentive, then I'm not stepping on the poison ivy, I'm not getting irritated, and I've had a wonderful walk in the woods. And so be aware is a really helpful message. Pay attention to what's around you and notice things, because when they are, you're able to navigate more smoothly through life and to help out another as well. So that's my message for today. Bye for now.